Let us look at the method of integration by parts. So we want to figure out the integral of u times dv, where u and v are functions of the same variable x. In other words, integration of a product of a function u with the rate of change of another function with respect to the same variable x. So we start with u and v. We differentiate it using chain rule. So d by dx of u times v is equal to du by dx times v plus u times dv by dx. And we now integrate throughout. So integral of d by dx u times v dx is equal to integral of du by dx times v dx plus integral of u times dv by dx dx. In the differential form, it becomes u times v because integration and derivation, they both cancel out, is equal to the integral of u times dv plus integral of v times du. So we rearrange the terms so that we get integral of u times dv is equal to u times v minus the integral v times du. So we use this formula. Put another way, we can say to evaluate the integral u times dv, we can take the product of u and v and subtract a simpler integral v times du. Here, the tricky part is to figure out which function to take as u and which as dv. So for that, we can follow the Eilert principle for prioritization for u. And what is this Eilert principle? It stands for inverse trigonometric, logarithmic, algebraic, trigonometric, and exponential. So here we look at this priority list, and depending on which function is where in this list, we choose u. As far as the definite integrals are concerned, we just take it as integral of u times dv from p to q is equal to u times v from p to q minus the integral of v times du from p to q. Let's look at an example. So we have integral x times e to the power of x dx. So here x is algebraic and e to the power of x is exponential. So using the Eilert principle, we notice that x has a higher priority to exponential. So u will be x. So u is equal to x and dv is equal to e to the power of x dx. So now we differentiate u is equal to x. We get du by dx equal to 1, which implies du is equal to dx. And remember, we want v as well, the function v. What we have is dv. So to get v, we integrate dv. So integral dv is equal to integral of e to the power of x dx. And that is pretty straightforward. V is equal to e to the power of x. So our integral x times e to the power of x dx is equal to, we apply the formula, u times v. U is x and v is e to the power of x minus the integral of v du. So v is e to the power of x and du is equal to dx. So which means integral of x times e to the power of x dx is equal to x times e to the power of x minus integral of e to the power of x is e to the power of x plus c. And here e to the power of x is common to both the terms, so we combine them. So we have integral from x times e to the power of x dx is equal to e to the power of x times x minus 1 plus c. So that was one example. let's look at another example. We have integral x times sin x dx. So again, x is algebraic and sin x is trigonometric. So algebraic has a higher priority. So u is equal to x, which implies du is equal to dx. So dv becomes sin x dx. Now we integrate dv to get v. So integral of dv is equal to integral of sin x dx, which means v is equal to minus cos x. So integral of x times sin x dx is equal to u times v. U is x, v is minus cos x. So minus x times cos x minus integral of v du. So v is minus cos x, du is dx, so dx. But minus times minus becomes plus. So we have plus here. And now it is pretty straightforward. Integral of x times sin x dx is equal to minus x cos x plus integral of cos x is sin x plus c. Now let's look at another integral, x square natural log of x dx. So here x square is algebraic and natural log is logarithmic, so which has a higher priority. So here we take u is equal to natural log of x, which implies du is equal to 1 by x dx. Now dv is going to be x square. So to get v, we integrate both sides. So v is equal to integral of x square dx. Again, pretty straightforward, is equal to x cube by 3. So integral of natural log of x times x square dx is equal to uv. U is natural log of x times v is x cube by 3 minus integral of v times du. So v is x cube by 3 times du is equal to 1 by x dx. And one of the x's cancel out. So we have x cube by 3 natural log of x minus 1 by 3 integral of x square dx. Again, x cube by 3 natural log of x minus 1 by 3 times x cube by 3 plus c. Simplifying it, we get x cube by 3, which is common to both terms, times the natural log of x minus 1 by 3 plus c. So that was integration by parts. Now, if you found this session helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Questions and suggestions are always welcome. Thanks for watching. See you in the next session. Bye.